A scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Notre Dame's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Young. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Throws for the tight end. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Mustangs want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Mustangs are rolling down the field.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touchdown, SMU! They grab the early lead. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. Floating away. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Murphy. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot.
A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, raise a toast to the victor of the great rivalry between Florida and Georgia. Here's a recap of how things played out. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The Irish send out the punt unit. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Runs through the tackle. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes the catch. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Harden. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Knight. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rooney, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
Pocket breaking down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Young. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. That's caught, it's Marshall. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looking for a push on fourth down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for room. It's Harden. Nice move to keep running.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
On the option. That's a live ball. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football now.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The option look. Now the pitch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. The give. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got room to work. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Got it in the middle. It's Sowell. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Quickly to the tight end. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Looking to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. Still running at the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
The kick is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Fires to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The inside handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Touchdown, Irish! And that one will give them the lead.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. creates a little room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the option. Now the toss. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Third and short now from their own 48. Gives it on the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This guy's just playing like an All-American his last couple of games out. Last game he had 2 sacks. Just registered his second sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Washington. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And that really is a great play by the wide receiver for 3 reasons. 1, he knows where the first down marker is, so he gets his steps. 2, he's able to stay in bounds before securing the catch. And 3, makes the grab. Just an awesome job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. To the air, it's Jennings. And the missed connection on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisiana was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Lafayette. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Strong. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. On the run, it's Edwards. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Edwards. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Swings it out to the flat. Makes one man miss. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Give to the running back. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. Catch in the middle. It's Strong. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Jennings. They're working that left side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and
He's loose. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Handoff from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A 4th-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give as they work on that clock. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Reads it, fires complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Using the quick game. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.